This is the last hour. I know we move quickly, but as Andrew said, you'll have the chance to check out all of the great values a little later on today. And I think we can broadcast this on Monday or early on Monday morning. But on we are going to go, and know that every one of the products, it is our 37th birthday additionally, so we are celebrating the birthday pricing on each and every one. This is another one of my huge favorites. This is the Cranberry Benefits. Quickly, I'll show you the money that you're saving, and if this isn't, or it definitely is, the time to stock up with the free shipping. Customer pick at 4.8 stars, by the way. 97% of the reviews are 4 and 5 stars, which is crazy, Andrew.
Wait, and what I need to point out, when you buy a cranberry product, it's not like cranberry juice, it's not like flavor and sugar, which, again, we'll talk about this in a second, how much sugar and calories come from cranberry juice. But when you buy a cranberry product like this, you buy it with expectations of it supporting your urinary tract, your bladder, your kidneys. That's why we get it. That's why we take a cranberry supplement, because of those specific supportive benefits to that specific system in our body. For this product to have 97% positive reviews, I think the 5-star reviews alone are, I think, over 90%.
Like 89%.
89% of 5-star reviews, 8% 4-star reviews.
Like
so
incredible.
I guess my point is, when something comes with high expectations, disappointment is generally, what do they say when someone tells you it's a really great movie? Even if it's a great movie, you end up being disappointed because you came with high expectations. So something that comes with high expectations, generally expect disappointment. So my point is, this product really does deliver. You're not going to find a better cranberry product, one that delivers as consistently as this product. And the reviews speak more clearly about that than I ever could. And in a moment, I'll read a couple of reviews, but just the normal pricing on this is exceptional. And we've even lowered the pricing further today. And we always make the pricing on this exceptional to start with.
60 capsules, you're saving $2 at $13.90. The 120, you're saving $4 at $22.90. 240 capsules, you're saving $8 at $39.90. I share with you that there are hundreds and hundreds of people that are in the ordering process. You know, one of the other things that's great by having a variety show like this, you get to learn a little bit more about so many of the important supplements that we have from Andrew. And people say, well, if I am already taking like the omega, can I take the cranberry? Absolutely.
They're not conflicting. These are not drugs or medicines. The products don't conflict. We even have modified the levels of various ingredients like the B vitamins and B12. If people are taking multiple products, you don't have a risk of getting too much B complex or B12 because we've lowered them over the last couple of decades in consideration of that. But the most important thing about cranberry is this is a product that I think, like so many things, we think there's nothing we can do. We just go to our doctor. There's nothing we can do to work in conjunction with, to partner with our doctor to try and achieve the best results possible. And there are natural supportive things we can do, as we know with our kidney, bladder, urinary tract, if we avoid, say, oftentimes things like caffeine or coffee, or there's just the different types of foods we know that are going to be supportive of our kidney, bladder, urinary tract health, and others that are going to not be supportive. When it comes to supportive, there's nothing that we could consume in terms of supportive that I know of research than cranberry. And cranberry has an abundance of actual scientific research. This is not some soft, fluffy ingredient. There is actual scientific research, clinical studies that not only expresses the benefits from cranberry, but explains why cranberry can benefit the bladder, the kidneys, the urinary tract. What I was going to read is a few reviews. And this is one of those products that I think most people don't expect that it can deliver the kind of benefits it does until they try it. And again, it's not a drug, it's not a medicine. It's just a natural ingredient that could work hand in hand with your doctor. And of course, feel free, show it to your doctor. Bladder problems be gone. I started taking cranberry benefits as soon as they arrived. I've been having a variety of bladder problems and have been poked and prodded by doctors to no avail. Without giving out too much information, I can say that since taking Andrew's cranberry benefits, I think I'll change my name.
Go ahead.
To IP Freely. I'll never be without them.
God, I love
Thank you, Andrew. You're a lifesaver.
So good.
Again, it's not a drug or a medicine, and it's not designed treat medical problems. It's just designed to support a system in our body that most of what we do is not terribly supportive. Best. I've taken this for almost a year and have not developed a urinary tract infection in that time. I was getting them every few months, so I think it is really doing its job. I'm very happy with Cranberry Benefits. What Cranberry can do, it supports the balance of Friendly Flora. Of course, we make Friendly Flora products, but it also helps the body deal with the avoidance of the unfriendly flora, of the implantation of things we don't want implanting. I don't go a day without my Cranberry. I've taken this product for almost 2 years. I had urinary tract infections quite often, but I haven't had one since I started using this product. Thanks so much from Haley Dawn in Ohio.
Fabulous.
Improved kidney function tests. I started to take this after I had 2 6-month blood work results that showed my kidney function was beginning to decline. I'm 60 and my doctor said that this was normal as we age. I was concerned because my mother has had a lot of kidney trouble. After taking this for less than 6 months, my last blood work showed totally normal kidney function. Thank you, Andrew, for a great product that is helping to give me a little peace of mind from Carroll in Texas. Again, what's normal isn't necessarily desirable. And to the extent we could support a part of our body that often needs support, then it's a wonderful natural ingredient that can do that. And that's what Cranberry does. I'll never be without them again. I started suffering from urinary tract problems as I got older and suffered many painful and invasive procedures to try and diagnose and correct my problem of having difficulty urinating. And many times it's not associated with a disease, a pathology, or things.
Basic functions,
and it's just the way our bodies are. And the way our bodies are often requires a little natural support. I started taking Andrew's Cranberry Benefits just 1 a day during this time. My doctor was amazed and I think a little unbelieving that Andrew's Cranberry Benefits could help so much. I highly recommend this for men and women with urinary bladder problems. It has worked wonders on me. Thank you again, Andrew, for preserving the quality of my life and helping me stay healthy. God bless you always, from Jasmine in Arizona. Thank you, Jasmine. And I think the key takeaway to this product, again, is the fact that it's a natural ingredient. It's not a drug. I don't have to give you any warnings of side effects. It's a natural ingredient with well-established benefits in terms of the clinical science and research for supporting your bladder, kidneys, urinary tract function. And if you take that science and combine it with the reviews on this product that are, I think, 97% positive, Bobby said, almost 90% perfect 5-star reviews, 97% 4- and 5-star reviews. So that, I think, speaks more loudly even than the clinical science in terms of the expectation you could have when you get this home.
Absolutely. So again, definitely stay in the ordering process. Incredibly popular, as we say. So.